world knows close to nothing about the real life of dictators. We only rely on some facts from the not-so-fair press of the country where these dictators live, as well as few journalist investigations. And yeah, we know quite a lot about Kim Jong Un and his family, because a lot of journalists and spies are interested in him. But we know so little about Ri Sol-ju, Kim Jong Un's wife. This woman has been there for North Korea's current dictator for more than a decade now. People say that she has 3 kids with Kim Jong Un, but no one can say for sure if it's true or not. She is said to have a big influence on her husband, but again, no one can prove that. We only know that Ri Sol-ju is a really important person for the Kim family, and we are quite sure that her life isn't as good as it's described by some journalists. We believe that the marriage of Kim Jong Un had nothing to do with love or family feelings. Let's get to know some facts about Ri Sol-ju, and see if you can try to solve the puzzle yourself. What do we know about Ri Sol-ju? The analysts are pretty sure that Ri Sol-ju is just a pseudonym, and no one can tell us her real name. Ju's family has a political background and actually belongs to the political elite. Ju is said to have studied in China, and she is known to be a professional singer, but the North Korean authorities tried to erase this part of her past by destroying all recordings of her music. Ju was also a cheerleader and was a part of a cheerleading squad in South Korea in 2005, when she was just 16 years old. But we don't even know the real age of Ri Sol-ju. The most popular guess of her birth year is 1989, but there are other estimates too. There is a legend that when being in South Korea as a cheerleader, Ju told a South Korean teacher that she wanted to take classes from South's teachers as soon as possible after the 2 Koreas would be reunited. When did Kim Jong Un marry Ju? Again, the Kim family has always been very secretive in marriage questions, so we only know the estimated year of their marriage. Reportedly, Kim Jong-il arranged the marriage for his son, Kim Jong-un, after he suffered a stroke in 2008. Some analysts believe that the wedding took place a year later, in 2009. According to some sources, Ju had her first child in 2010. Apparently, it was a boy. But there's a problem with confirming this information, as there are no facts or pictures or any other information that proves Ju's pregnancy. Analysts say that Ju sometimes goes out of the public eye for a year and then reappears again. There were 3 times that Ri Sol-ju disappeared from the public, so we may assume that the couple now has 3 children, unless she gave birth to twins. Thanks to Dennis Rodman, former NBA player, we know that Kim Jong Un and Ri Sol-ju have at least 2 kids. When Rodman visited Korea in 2012, he then told journalists that he saw 2 kids. One of them was a newborn baby. In 2017, South Korean press reported that Ju gave birth to a 3rd child. Also, in 2021, Ju reappeared in public after nearly a year of absence. Is it a 4th kid? Or maybe she was just taking care of her husband, who apparently has some troubles with health? We don't know. Is she a strong political person? There are analysts that say that Ri Sol-ju may be the Grey Cardinal of North Korea. But we assume that she is far away from politics. She rarely appears on some public events accompanying Kim Jong Un. But it's Kim Yo-jong, the sister of Kim Jong Un, who probably makes political decisions and keeps some kind of power in the country. Ju seems to be bothered with her children, and she has no time for launching nuclear missiles and testing underground nuclear bombs, which seems to be the common task for North Korean leaders. We believe that Ri Sol-ju is a person who creates a good image for the North Korean leader. A communist leader should be married and have kids, otherwise he breaks the society rules and shows a bad example to the young people in the country. Other facts about Ri Sol-ju. Ju's first appearance in public was at Kim Jong-il's funeral. She accompanied her husband for the first time then. The identity of Ri Sol-ju was kept secret until 2012, when the local TV presenter finally called this woman Kim Jong-un's wife. Ju has been spotted with very expensive designer handbags many times. These might have been presents from North Korean elites or even Kim Jong-un himself. Her outfits always seem quite expensive. Well, At least they look that way. No one can know for sure. She once met a Chinese delegation without her husband in 2018, which is basically the last major appearance of Ri Sol-ju in the country's political arena. That's pretty much everything we know about Kim's wife. Sooner or later, more information will leak, and we'll be able to give updates. But the country is still heavily regulated and strictly enforced that no information can be recorded without permission. So we can only guess what's happening with the First Lady, as well as with the Supreme Leader himself.